Today we are going to see about nested loops. So when we use nested loops, most of the time we use nested loops when we are going to display figures like this, two-dimensional figures. So if you see, this is print the following figures. This is one figure, this is another figure. So if you see it, it is a two-dimensional figure. How many rows are there? 5 rows. And how many columns? 4. Here also it is a two-dimensional figure. So if this type of figure is given, so we need to write the programs using nested loops, that is loop inside loop. We will be using for loops for all the programs. So let's go to Day13 and print the first figure. So this time we are going to print this figure. So let us draw the figure first of all. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the figure that we need to display. So as I have told, if you are having any two-dimensional figure, we will have to make use of nested loops. So we will be using two loops. First loop for the number of rows and second loop for the number of columns. Since we will be using two loops, so how many variables we will need? See, in this program we are not going to take any input, so we will be displaying this figure with the help of two for loops. So we just need two variables, let it be I and j. I variable we will use for the first number of rows, and j we will be using for the number of columns. So first for loop we will write for I equal to 1. How many rows are there? 1 2 3 4 4 rows. So I'll write down less than equal to 4 I plus plus. Okay, then inside it, so inside it one more loop will be there. So here again I'll be writing one more for loop. Now this for loop will be for the number of columns. So how many columns are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So j will be j equal to 1, j less than equal to 5, j plus plus. Okay, so this is my second loop. So now what is happening here, let us see. So when the for I equal to 1, so I equal to 1 means I am in row number 1. So when I am in row number 1, 1 is less than equal to 4, I will enter the loop. Now I am in column, so for here the value of I is equal to 1. So 1 is less than equal to 4, so I will enter this loop. Now this loop will keep on continuing till this condition becomes false, that is we will have to visit all the elements of the first row. So now j is equal to 1. 1 is less than equal to 5, so we will enter the loop. So what we need to print here? We need to print the value 1. Now which variable is having the value 1? Both I and j are having the value 1. So in printf, obviously we will be displaying either the value of I or j, but we don't know which value to display. So here, because both I and j are having value 1, so let us go to the second. Suppose I am displaying something, so after that again this j value will increment. Now what is the new value of j? Now j is equal to 2. So when j equal to 2, 2 is less than equal to 5, so again I am going to enter the loop. Now whose value is 2? I value is still 1, j value is 2. So it means what? We need to display the value of j. So we are going to write down j here. Okay. Here I am giving one space because between the numbers one space is there. Now j again plus plus. Now what is the, here I have displayed 2. Now j is equal to 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. So again what I am going to display the value of j, which is 3. Now j plus plus, j is equal to 4. I am going to display 4. J is equal to 5. I am going to display 5. Now j is equal to 6. Now is 6 less than equal to 5? No. So I need to stop here. So now what I need to do, so this loop ends here. So after that the cursor should come to the new line. So what I am going to write here, printf slash n. Okay, because I need a new line after the first row ends. So now here I am in the my cursor is here. Now this loop has, so after this we are, after printing this new, coming to the new line, again we are going to increment the value of I. Now what is the new value of I? I is equal to 2. That is, we are in row number 2. I is equal to 2. Now 2 is less than equal to 4, so we are going to enter the loop. Now in the second loop, what we need to display? Again 1 2 3 4 5. That is, again here 2 is less than equal to 4, we are entering the loop. Here again j will be starting from again 1. So again when I j equal to 1 and 1 is less than equal to 5, again you are going to display the value of j. So like this way, second row will be printed, then again the value of I will increment. So till the value of I, that is row number, reaches 4, you will get all these numbers printed. So this is how it is going to work. Let's save it and run it. So you see this figure is getting displayed 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 like this. So the next figure that we are going to display is like this. Suppose, consider this figure. Okay, so we need to display it like this. So the program structure will remain same. So what we have written in the previous program, because since it is a two-dimensional figure, we'll be needing I for the number of rows and j for the number of columns. Now only the printf part will change and the conditions will change. So how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. So here instead of 4, it will be 3. Now how many columns are there? Again 3 columns. So this one will be 3. Now what we need to display here? So first time I is equal to, when I is equal to 1, 1 is less than equal to 3, so we are entering the loop. Now j is equal to 1, j is 1 is less than equal to 3, again we are going to enter the loop. What we need to display here? 1. Now whose value is 1? Both I and j's value is 1. So this one we need to display 1. So till now, suppose, consider that we don't know whether we need to write here I or j. So we will see the second time this loop runs in order to check what should be the proper value of percentage d. Now j is equal to 2. 2 is less than equal to 3. Again I am entering the loop. So here what should be displayed? Again 1. Now whose value is 1? I value is 1, j value is 2. It means what? What should be the value? Whose value we need to display here? I value. So again, so here 1 will be displayed. Now j equal to 3. 3 is less than equal to 3. Again what we are going to display? I value. I value is still 1. So now j is equal to 4. Now 4 is not less than equal to 3. So we are going to come out of this loop. We need to come to the next, cursor should come to the new line. So printf /n. Now I plus plus. So what is the new value of I now? I is equal to 2. So 2 is less than equal to 3. Again we are going to enter. Again we are going to begin from the first point. J is equal to 1. 1 is less than equal to 3. We are going to print the value of I. So what is the latest value of I? 2. So 2 will be displayed. So like that, 2 2 2 will be displayed, and then 3 3 3 will be displayed, and finally we will get this figure. So let's delete it, save it and run. So this is the figure that we were looking for. Now we are going to do a different variant of the two-dimensional figure. So suppose I want to display like this: 4 5 6 7 8 9, and maybe 10 11 12. Let us give some space so that it looks good. So this is the figure that we want to display. So how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4 4 rows are there and 3 columns are there. So let first of all let us change this one. 4 rows, so it will be 4, then 3 columns, it's already 3. Now this printf part is, we don't know what should be displayed here. Rest is same. Now what you see is that when the first time the loop runs, so here in this position, row 1 column 1, the value should be 1. When it goes for the second time, it should be 2, and when it comes to the third position, it should be 3. So obviously it is not going to be I or J, okay, because when it will run for the next time, it is going to be 4 5 6 like that. So what we need to do is that if we see something like this, so what we can do is that we can take another variable and let us start it with 1, okay. So when the first time the loop will run, we were going to display the value of k, and after the end of each, we are going to display the value of k, and then we are going to do it k plus plus. So what will happen, you see, I is equal to 1, 1 is less than equal to 4, so we are going to enter here. So I is equal to 1. Now j is equal to 1, j1 is less than equal to 3. So what we need to print? We need to print the value of k. What is the value of initial value of k? 1. So next we are going to increment the value of k. So now k is equal to 2. Here we have displayed 1. Now this one is displayed. Now k value is 2. Then again this loop will be j equal to 2. 2 is less than equal to 3. Again we are going to display the value of k. So what is the current value of k? 2. So 2 will be displayed here, and again we are going to increment the value of k. Now it is 3. Then again j plus plus. So j is equal to 3 now. 3 is less than equal to 3. So we are going to enter the loop. What we need to display? The value of k. What is the value of k? 3. Again we are going to make it k equal to 4. K plus plus. Then j equal to 4. 4 is not less than equal to 3. So we are going to come out of the loop and we are going to go to the next line, that is here. Now again, now what is the new value of I? I is equal to 2 now. 2 is less than equal to 4. So we are going to enter. Again we are going to start from j is equal to 1. 1 is less than equal to 3. Print the value of k. So what was the latest value of k? 4. So we are going to print 4 and then increment the value of k, now 5. So like that you will be displaying all the rows and columns of this figure. So if you have any doubts, you write down, you draw the figure and write down like this, then it will become more clear. So delete this, save this, and then let's compile and run. So this is the figure that we are getting, 1 2 3 4 5 6 like continuously. So this is the last program that we are going to display. So suppose again we need to display a matrix type of figure, and suppose the value is same for all. Okay, so suppose 1 1 1 1, suppose this figure we need to display. Now see what is how many, first let us change the for loops for the number of rows and columns. How many rows are there? 3 rows and 4 columns. So row number we will change, let us make it 3, and number of columns 4. So this part is over. Now what is present inside? For everything the same value you need to display. So there is no point of taking any variable. So directly I can write here, instead of taking any, if the value is same, in place of 1, if you have dollar symbol, suppose dollar symbol for everything, consider this. Okay, suppose dollar symbol. Okay, this is just an example I am giving. So if the value is same for all the rows and columns, then while printing the value you need not think about what variable to display. Okay, since it is the same figure, so in place of any variable I can directly write dollar symbol. That's it. So we don't need any extra variable, or we need not display and the value of I or j. Directly we can give the value itself. So delete this one, save it, and then compile and run. Okay, here I did one mistake. Okay, there is no value of k. So again save it, compile and run. So this is the figure that I am getting. Same way, it can be number also, or it can be some symbol also. If the value is same for all the rows and columns, you are directly going to write it inside the printf like this. Okay. So now we are going to, so we have seen how to display square type of figures. So now we will see how we can display triangles. So consider this one. Suppose we want to display this figure. Okay. So you see, this is the figure. So how many rows are there? 3 rows. Now how many columns are there? So for row number 1, 1 column, row number 2, 2 columns, and row number 3, 3 columns. So number of the columns depends on the row number. So as I have told, the structure is same. Okay, first will be for row, second will be for column. So first, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. So this will be I equal to 1, I less than equal to 3, I plus plus. Now for the first row, how many columns are there? 1 column. So the number of columns depends on the value of the row number. So here it will be j equal to 1, j less than equal to I. Okay. So this we need to take care of this column part. The column part depends on the number of rows. So what you are going to display here, since the same symbol is being displayed everywhere, so here simply I will write like this. So what is happening here? So let us explain this part. So for I equal to 1, okay, so we are in row number 1. I equal to 1, 1 is less than equal to 3, so we are going to enter the loop. J is equal to 1, 1 is less than equal to I value. What is the I value? 1. 1 is less than equal to 1. So we will enter. What we are going to display? We are going to display the star here. Then we will increment the value of j. J equal to 2 now. Now is 2 less than equal to 1? No. So we are going to go to the new line. That is, cursor will be here. And then we will increment the value of I. Now what is the new value of I? The new value of I is equal to 2 now. Okay. Now 2 is less than equal to 3. Again we will enter the loop. Now again we are going to start from j equal to 1. 1 is less than equal to, what is the current value of I? 2. 1 is less than equal to 2. So we are going to print star. So this star will be printed. Now j is equal to 2. Now again 2 is less than equal to 2. Again we will display the star. So this star will be displayed this time. Now next j equal to 3. Is 3 less than equal to 2? No. So we will come to the next line. So like that, this triangle will be displayed. So we will erase this one, save it, just compile and run. So we are getting this figure.